Hi, how are you? I am pretty fine. My name is Christina. I'm going to talk about how to make a deaf person feel welcome. Well, deaf people are those that the most of people see on the street doing a lot of movements with their hands in order to communicate, of course. But talk about history. What happened before? In ancient times, a deaf person was considered sick and unable to think by himself. Deaf people could not get married nor have children. In ancient Greece, Rome, and Sparta, deaf children were thrown from a cliff or left to die at secret places. Even during Nazi Germany, there were programs with the goal to exterminate deaf people. In Middle Age, deaf people were used as cleaning assistants in asylum kitchens, and they did not have almost any rights, nor they could enter a temple. In 16th century, things began to change with the first signs of education for deaf people, and in 1510, Pedro Ponce of Leon teach deaf people dactylology, reading and oral communication. The first school for deaf people was founded in 1530. Wow! It was the short version of the deaf history. Most people know nothing about deaf in general, except that people with this disability can hear. However, there is so much more. In my experience, the first time when I saw deaf people talking, I was in a library. I was so impressed because they were communicate using the sign language from the completely opposite side of the room while other hearing people could not understand anything of their conversation. In this situation, hearing people would need to speak very loud in order to be able to understand each other. Well, the second time, two people were using the sign language in a bus full of people. I was so curious and I wanted to know what they were talking about. This motivated me to sign up for sign language class. My first teacher was deaf. Can you imagine? A deaf person teaching a group of listeners. She was amazing, and I could learn a lot of vocabulary and meet a lot of people. Then, when I continue with the second level in sign classes at ETM University, there was a currently study a group of deaf. They assisted to regular classes with all of the students and have an interpreter to understand. My second sign language teacher was an interpreter at the university. He taught us many things about culture and belief of the world of deaf. For example, sign language isn't universal, and it changes from country to country and city to city because language are developed around the culture. Another curious fact is that deaf people believe that hearing people talking all the time. So they get surprised when they discover that this is not true. The first homework that our university sign language teacher assigned to us was talk with deaf people at the university. I didn't have any deaf person in my class, but I knew they were always having lunch together at the university cafe. So that was my opportunity to meet them. Always, the first reaction that a deaf have when you get closer and talk to them in sign is ask if you are also deaf. When you answer with no, I'm a listener, they ask you, why do you know the sign language? Then you can answer because I wanted to communicate with you, or simply because I like it. They really appreciate even if you just say hello in sign language or try to talk to them only knowing the alphabet. They feel as a part of a society. One hello can make a difference and completely change a day of a deaf person. Thank you.